What's up guys, welcome to BroBeats, and today I have something real special for you. So I'm going to be doing a breakdown of this Skrilla course that I have for you. What makes it special is obviously this video is dropping on Christmas, so this is going to be a free gift for you all. So this is a free course for all of you. So this is the Skrilla course. There's a lot in here. As you can see, we did a lot. So for the members already over at Producer Portal, you will be getting all of the assets and project files, of course, so check the community page for that. And also there is a 𝗗𝗢𝗣𝗘𝗥𝗡𝗧 course for the members over there as well. But this course specifically, the Skrilla course, is free for everybody watching this video right now. Everybody can access this right now. Links will be in the description. So let's go ahead and get started with this breakdown. Now we're gonna go ahead and start with the basics and like the melody. So I don't want this video to be too long. I just want to kind of breeze through it and show you like the basics. For those who I guess for some reason don't want to look at the full course, because again, it is free. Okay, it is free. It is Christmas. It is a gift. It's free. You should go and watch it. First things first is you want a little faster BPM. I tapped out 162 in this one, but 160 somewhere around there is great. And for your sound selection, what makes this style a little bit more unique, you're going to be using electric pianos, smooth type of sounds. Does it always do that? No. But what I was going for is something a little bit more unique with this style, because you know, a lot of hip hop, a lot of the styles overlap. So I wanted to choose something that I thought was unique. So you want to use kind of like these electric pianos, like stuff like that. So I'll just kind of dip into this. So this is the melody we came up with here. Okay, and I'll mute. So the key here is you just want to spread things out. You want to keep it real simple. Of course, you can see this is real simple, and you want your melody to kind of melt into the chords. So you don't want it to just be this crazy melody. We're not making a hyper pop beat, right? So you want to go for smooth. So that's what we did. And then we went ahead and layered it with a bunch of these sounds here. Let me see. Right, so we just layered it, and there's a bunch of other stuff we did here. Of course, I don't want to like give everything away, but we just added some of these other little accents just to kind of make it feel more alive, like it's just not one chord, right? And then we added some strings. And then we added our little wah here. So really with the wah, you don't want to start the wah on the beginning. You want to start it halfway through your melody. So that's pretty much how you use that. And then yeah, we just added like some counters just to kind of make it our own. Okay, just to kind of give it a little bit of life, a sub to kind of make it all come together, as you can see. And yeah, that's pretty much the melody. All right, so now what we can do now is go ahead and talk about the low end. Now we're gonna go over that low end. So y'all know in my videos, I like to use multiple 808s. So this is something that I added, but specifically just for the 808s here. It's pretty much this bass pattern that we did, but you just 808ify it. So you just kind of put it in those 808 spots. So a lot of you know, like kind of like this would be like those 808 spots. So you just kind of like place them along those lines. So yeah, we just oversimplify this, and I'll mute some of this just so it's not overlapping too much. Right, and then just to kind of make it feel like a longer melody, you wanna, well, you don't have to do this, but pull this one down an octave and then pull these up an octave, just so it doesn't feel like it's repeating the whole time, even though it actually is. So there's just one thing we did there, and yeah, you can just kind of come up with your own little pattern, but you want to keep it smooth. Now there are some little tricks that I went over on how to like mix these 808s together, because with this style, the 808 is very thumpy, but it's not necessarily a kick all the time. So what we did was we took an 808 and just pulled down a decay and just mixed these together. just to give it a little bit more thump. As you can see. So lastly, for our little third 808, now I just kind of utilized this. I thought this was cool to do, just, you know, mid record. So I just kind of threw some slides in there. Just to make it interesting, so it's not like just, you know, bare bones, just something interesting. So yeah, that's the 808. That's like the low end. We'll talk about the drums real quick, and then we'll just talk about everything else briefly. Now for the drums. Now obviously you can see the drums are very simple, so this is easy to pick up. The drums you want to be very spaced out. This is a more freestyle-y type of style. So yeah, and you just kind of want to, you really want to have like these triangles and this little tube. Like that is like almost a must, but you want to spread out those hi-hats. And another tip is to layer your, like whatever is your clap or your snare, you want to layer it. Do not just put one sound. You want to layer it. And that's pretty much what you want to go for the drums. You can go ahead and mix it, or you can add whatever stuff you want, but this is like, you know, the essentials for the style. But yeah, that's pretty much the drums, very short. And we could just play everything all together, and I'll go over like the mixing we did and everything as well. But yeah. All right, and of course we need to mute that sub. But yeah, that's it for the drums. Let's go ahead and move on to our mixing portion. Now for the mixing. So the mixing didn't do a crazy amount, because nowadays you don't need to do a lot. You really don't. But I decided just to kind of tweak a little things, because, you know, we have a bunch of the same type of instruments. Like we have our electric pianos. So what I did was, obviously, as you can see, just cleaning up the low end, since this is bass heavy. Clean up the low end on pretty much every sound here, as you can see. And then I would boost, as you can see, like some of these I boosted the sounds that I want to pop through a bit, using like the EQ rather than, you know, turning it up here, just to kind of make it pop and make some shine. Like I wanted this to really pop through. And as you can see, we add a little delay, you know, just some delay on there, just to make it sound lush and smooth, right? So yeah, and you just see basic stuff here. It's nothing crazy on here. Like I said, you do not need to be adding 30 plugins unless you're trying to go for a specific sound or like an effect. You don't really need to. And yeah, for the drums, same thing. I just put them in here. We don't really need much, right? So yeah, we'll just play all this. And then on the master, we just did an EQ. Now, usually I will have a preset here, as y'all know, but really you just want to like boost the highs a bit. And then you want to right here around this low mid section and this high mid section, or not this high mid, but like this low mid, and then like right here, right before the high mid, you want to turn this down a bit, because if you turn these up, they'll make your beat super muddy. So you want to turn them down a bit. You just want to turn them down to clean up the beat. And then you just boost frequencies you like. So I chose this 37 hertz right here. Right. So whichever frequency you like, you just boost. And yeah, you just pull it down. And yeah, that's pretty much the mixing. Put a soft clipper on top and y'all good to go. So that is the breakdown of like the mixing. And lastly, I'll just briefly go over the arrangement. Now we're on to the arrangement. Not much to explain here, but I think I should at least show it, because this is a breakdown. So for the arrangement, I'll just go over what to do. I'm not going to go over like everything we did here, but the intro, you want it to be a build up. You want it to be pretty smooth. I would say about 8 bars is nice. Now, sometimes you can also just start flat out on the hook, but just your typical arrangement. And we get to turn this on. And then you kind of add your instruments in there or whatever. And then we saved our counter for that, like a pre-hook and a hook. It's the same thing, just one has less energy pretty much. So for this, I just saved the counter for this part. Right, just so it's building up. Okay, and then the verse, you know, your typical like 16 or whatever. So your entire hook should be about 16, and then your verse should be about 16 for this style, right? And then you just rinse and repeat, and then your outro is pretty much your intro, just reversed. So yeah, this is the outro. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the breakdown on how to make a Skrilla type beat. Again, the course is free. Go over there and watch it if you want to. It's free. I just, you know, I shouldn't be giving this out for free if I'm being honest, but I am because, you know, it's the Christmas holidays. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.